everyone, I'm Delaney and this is going to be my very first booktube video, and I'm super excited to be starting this channel. A few things about me. First, I'm 20, I'm black, I'm queer, and soon I'm going to be a pre-nursing student, so I'm really excited about that. So let's get into the questions. Number one is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because a lot of my other friends have booktube channels as well. I'm in a friend group, a group chat called Knickknack, and almost all of them have booktube channels, to be honest. And I just wanted to make new friends in the community. I really love bonding over books and just buddy reading new books. The second question is some fun and unique things I'd bring to booktube. Honestly, I just have big Pisces energy, and also I definitely would bring some diversity, which is much needed. I always love seeing more black, brown, and queer people on booktube. I think it's really refreshing to see myself represented. Number three is, what are you most excited for about this channel? I'm most excited, to make new friends, to bond over new books, and just putting new content. I don't really have many creative outlets. The only one I really have is my writing. Number four is, why do you like reading? Just like everyone else, I like to escape into new books. Life can be really stressful, and I love that you can just read a book and go into a whole new world if you want to. You can experience new cultures and just be a whole nother person, to be honest. And also, I really love reading because it inspires what I write myself. I think as black and brown people, we often don't see our experiences represented, and it's so refreshing to see ourselves in popular mainstream books like the things Angie Thomas writes and Nick Stone, and seeing ourselves in fantasy is so amazing to me because when I was a kid, I absolutely adored fantasy, and I never saw myself. They were always straight, white, cis people, so it's just really great to be able to see that now. Number five is, what book or series got you into reading? To be honest, Twilight. I was a full-fledged Twilight stan. Like, I had read other children's books, things like that, like chapter books and little middle grade stuff, but Twilight was the first thing I read and was like completely obsessed over. Like, I was a stan. Like, I was the first in line for the movies, and like Team Edward for life. Like, what else can I say? Number six is, what would you ask your fave booktubers? Honestly, just how to manage time with booktube and school and work and stuff like that. Like, right now I don't have much to do, which is great at this moment in time, so I can get some content out there. But like in a month or so, I'm gonna be starting CNA classes and then going into pre-nursing and then nursing school after that, so my plate will definitely be full, but hopefully I can manage my time well. Number seven is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Just being in front of a camera. I'm not used to being like in front of a camera or the center of attention. Like, I'm always kind of in the background. I'm really shy when you first get to know me. I think it's gonna be a really good way to get myself out there and get myself out of my comfort zone. Number eight is, when did you start reading? I started reading really young. I was like 4 or 5. I would see my family like reading the newspaper in the morning, and I would get so jealous. Like, I would literally start crying because I couldn't read either. And so I started reading as soon as I possibly could, just like little picture books and then like chapter books and stuff. But when I would come home, I wouldn't really get on the computer or anything. I would just immediately start reading a book. And I remember when I was younger, I could read so much more. Like, I could read a book a day, and like I can now, but it's really rare. Like the book has to really hold me for me to read a book a day, like more than 300 pages. Number 9 is, where do you read? I read in my room, usually on my bed. I cannot read with any distractions whatsoever. The TV can't be going. Like music is fine sometimes, but it has to be like lo-fi or something like that. And even like people in the room will get me distracted. I'm very easily distracted, so I just really like to read, you know, by myself. Sometimes I'll Skype my friends and we'll read together, which is really fun. Or sometimes I'll just FaceTime with my best friend and we'll read too. Number 10 is, what books do you like to read? And I like to read all kinds, mainly contemporary. Usually, you know, settings with Black and brown people, queer people. I really like contemporary books where it's like really sapphic, so like women or just like non-men. I love romance. Like the book almost has to have romance for me to love it. And I do like fantasy, but I'm very picky about my fantasy. When I like to dive into a new world, I like it to be dystopian, and I really like sci-fi. Like space is my jam. Like I love it so much. I'll read almost any book with a space setting, especially if it's gay. So yeah guys, that is it for this video. Hopefully I can get some new content out there soon. I know I'm gonna be reviewing Wilder Girls really soon. I just read it with my friend group. We all basically gave it the same rating, so I'm super excited to get that out there to you guys. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.